Yo, what up? It's Benjamin D'Souza here. Back with another classic on I-84 North, in the southern part of Idaho on my way to Boise. And I want to talk about why I chose to become SYSBM. Many people, many brothers choose to go SYSBM or more MGTOW for that matter, for whatever reason. But I just want to clarify why I chose to fly under the SYSBM banner. Now, I want to preference what I'm about to say by, giving you a little background. Of course, if you've been following my catalog for any length of time, you will know that I am a, multi-ethnic brother of the South American and North American persuasion. But, judging my phenotype, if you saw me, you might squint your eyes a little bit and be like, is he a brother? You might think I'm Ethiopian or something, but you would, I'm not like a light bright type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or like a darkish reddish brown. But anyway, I got two brothers, right? In the middle of three boys. My older brother married to this mulatto chick. Her father's black, her mother's white. They've been married for what? 15 years now? No, longer than that, really. Close to 20, if I'm not mistaken, because my oldest nephew, I think he's like a junior or a senior in high school, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, my older brother, happily married, went to the Air Force Academy, actually on a football scholarship. He played D1 football, but, got his degree, went to his field of study. Has a beautiful family, man. My younger brother, he's been married almost a decade now. 2 children. Married to a white gal of the Mediterranean persuasion. I think she's like Italian or something, Greek or something. One of those, olive skin, quote unquote, olive skin, dark hair, Mediterranean type of women. 2 beautiful children. Love my niece and my nephew dearly. They've been married for close to a decade now. No problems. She's a stay-at-home wife. He goes out, slays the dragon, and brings back the head of kings. Not an issue. Now my father, he never pressed me to date any specific demographic of woman per se. But my mother, all growing up, especially when I hit puberty or whatnot, she always, it was 2 things she emphasized. One, she told me don't bring any babies home. And 2, because from 6th grade on up, my brother and I were growing up in the suburbs, man, surrounded by white folks. And I guess she felt the need to emphasize this to me. She would say, you're going to date who you want, but I would prefer that you bring home one of us. She would say that from time to time. She wouldn't be overbearing with it, you know what I'm saying? But she would let me know. She would kind of tug on my coattail and be like, hey, if you're going to bring a woman home, I would prefer you bring a sister home, But she wasn't, giving me, it wasn't like she was waterboarding me and shit until I, till I complied. And for the most part, I did comply with that, with her request. You know, I do have a special affinity for the sisters in my heart. You know, many of my earliest interactions with the opposite sex was sisters. You know what I mean? So they'll always have a special place in my heart, but as it is on the ground today, man. But anyway, I say that, I say that to say this. When I was going through the turmoil that I was going through with my baby mother, her flipping out, keeping my daughter away from me for over a year, taking me to child support court, lying in child support court. She was in cahoots with a daycare back in Kansas City, trying to fudge the numbers, having a daycare falsify some documents stating that their services costed more than what they actually were charging, so that she can use that document in child support court to siphon more money from me. And I speak about this in my, it was in my Confessions of a Deadbeat Dad or something like that. But anyway, I've spoken about this in prior videos. But I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. And it was a rough, that, her just completely hitting the red button and just blowing the shit up. I mean, she completely just blew up the spot. That, on top of the fact that a close friend of mine passed away, then my first cousin passed away. My first cousin was like a brother to me. And then later on, my father would pass in 2017. And on top of that, I'm also working and going to school at the same time. So, I mean, talk about the weight of the world on my shoulders, man. And I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this. My mother seen what I was going through with this North American black woman. She seen exactly what this female was doing to her son. And she said, Benjamin, I know I always told you to bring a sister home. I'm paraphrasing her, by the way. She said, I know I told you to bring a sister home, but, just go with who makes you happy and who's best for you. That was her admitting, like, not just her seeing what was going on between myself and my baby mother, but she's seeing different sort of shit in everyday life and in amongst our extended family and whatnot. So that was just her just saying, you know what, break out, head for the hills, because there ain't shit here. Now, shout out to Babatunde Umana from SlayingEvil.com and his SYSBM manifesto. And in it, he did say that, he's not taking black women completely off the table and whatnot in our quest for quality stargates. But these black women do have to meet a certain criteria. And I totally agree. I'm not going to, just completely cast North American black women out. But she does have to meet some strict criterias, man, in order to get down with the king. You feel me? right now, I'm really concentrating on South America and the Caribbean. In particular, my father's home country, Guyana. And of course, I got to see what's up with Brazil. Got to. You know, it's kind of like, I forgot who it was. I believe it was Abraham, if I'm in the Bible. I believe it was Abraham. But I think he was telling Jacob, if I'm not mistaken. He was in the land of Canaan and whatnot. And he told Jacob, he said, don't get a woman from these Canaanite women. Go back to my homeland and get a woman from my homeland. And I've kind of taken that, and I want to try to apply that to my life. I don't want to necessarily get a woman from here. I really do want to go back to my father's homeland and get a woman from there, whether that be Guyana or Brazil. And one thing that I keep hearing from a lot of these suck-ale ass niggas out here, and females for that matter, or as Nagone 11 would call them, these suckalades. What I hear a lot from these suckalades is, man, she only wants you because she's poor and she wants a green card. And the only reason she's being nice is because she's just using you as a finesse. You're a sucker to be licked and whatnot. Like, I hear a lot of these punk ass niggas say that shit. So I'm like, okay, all right, fine. Let's roll with that. What's the alternative? Maria is giving me the royal treatment for whatever reason. She's looking to come up. She's looking to get a green card for whatever reason. But she's giving me the royal treatment. On the other hand, Keisha from around the way is telling me what she ain't gonna do, telling me what she ain't, what she is, and is making exorbitant demands on me, and is bringing bastard kids from other motherfuckers, debt, and a whole host of other social problems, and laying them at my feet and saying, take me as I am. So Maria's giving me the royal treatment, and Keisha's giving me her ass to kiss. What am I missing here? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's true that Maria is just playing a role to screw me over, hell, we got plenty of evidence that Keisha is screwing niggas over left, right, and center. So I'm gonna get screwed over. At least before you screw me, kiss me first, motherfucker. What the fuck is you talking about? Shit. If a bitch gonna rake me through the coals and hit me up for a lick, goddammit, at least make it worth it. Shit. At least give me 10 to 15, years of compliant marriage and 2 or 3 strapping kids and shit that can be reared in a functional house, as opposed to the fucking baby mama off of, what's that Tyler Perry movie? Byron, as opposed to that bitch. I'll take the former before the latter any day. Straight up. Because the main reason why I'm SYSBM, is because I don't subscribe to this whore house culture and this finesse culture that we live in as black folks here in North America. I don't subscribe to this shit. You know, everybody and their mama talking about, well, if you want to be successful in the dating game here, you got to play by these rules. Well, I don't want to play by them rules. And I want to play by them rules. I don't. I don't want to have a table, ladders, and chairs match with a bitch every motherfucking day. You know, I don't want to have to be proverbial Ike Turner just to get some goddamn compliance out of a bitch. No, I don't want that shit, man. You know? And as far as the dating scene is concerned here in Black America, it is so dysfunctional and so fucked up. This is how a lot of black people define what love is. This is both men and women. They figure that if we treat each other like pieces of shit, curse each other out, fight like cats and dogs, cheat on each other, fuck each other over, us staying together, aside from all of that turmoil and just outright bedlam and fuckery, that is a testament to our love. Us staying together, us staying with each other, in the eye of this storm of sheer fuckery, is a testimony to our love. Where in the fuck do they do that at? Here. Right here. In the US of A. Black America. Blackistan. That's where they do that shit. And I don't want to be a part of that, man. I don't want to be a part of that. Like I said in prior videos, man, I'm about order, man. I'm about order. I'm the quarterback. You hear me? I'm the quarterback. If the team loses, I gotta stand before the press conference and take blame and explain to the reporters as to why we lost. I gotta eat that. I gotta hold that. But I call the shots. You know, I need defined roles. Everybody needs to know their role, man. And I don't want to be in a relationship that's disorderly and that can change on a whim. You know? Because, I mean, being whimsical is fine if you're talking about something as frivolous and as useless as, you know, something as meaningless as, let's say, getting something to eat. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you know what? I don't want to eat Popeyes today. You know, I want McDonald's. No, you know what? On second thought, I don't want McDonald's. I want Applebee's. You can be, you know, something as pointless as that. You can be fickle. You can be fickle and whimsical all day, you know. When it comes to fucking choosing what you're gonna wear in the morning, you can be fickle. Do I want to wear the red shirt with the blue jeans, or do I want to wear the blue shirt with the khakis? You know, you can be fickle. But in areas of dating and mating, you cannot be fickle. You can't, man. Because like I've said in videos of my past classics, if you will. Shit, there are certain mistakes, man, that have minor consequences, but other mistakes have lifetime consequences. Like I said in the prior classic, man, you get a speeding ticket, man, that ain't, you still broke the law, but that ain't shit. You pay $300, pay a lawyer or whatever, and he can get it removed off your license, and you go back to business as usual. You feel me? But if you get arrested and convicted for capital murder, your ass is going up the river for a long time. You might do life. That's a mistake that had a life-altering, lifelong consequences. And how it stands today, man, in Blackistan, as far as dating is concerned, which this type of shit spills over, this type of whorehouse culture, whorehouse rules and whatnot, this shit spills over into other areas of social life and social interaction amongst black people, but that's a separate story. I mean, that's a separate conversation. But when you have that, man, you got motherfuckers who just make just the worst mistakes possible, and then expect you to come through and save the day. It's like, nah, man. You messed up big time, bruh. That's an L you're gonna have to hold for the rest of your life. You know? Because I'm telling you, it's like, this, man. At the end of the day, as far as I see it, there is a critical mass of fuckery within the black community. And I really don't see it being saved. Really don't. As far as I'm concerned, we need to just ride this wave on out, and who's ever left standing, rebuild Zion from there. But yeah, that's all I got.